Okay, this is Giving Personal Stories a Voice, Section 3. This is an interview with Rebecca Skinner in Reading Challenge, Standout 4, 3rd edition, Unit 4, page 107. The interviewer is asking the questions in bold type, and the answers are in regular type from Rebecca Skinner. What inspires you to dedicate your life to photography? Studying social work made me passionate about giving a voice to people who feel they cannot be heard. Through both my tsunami and Hurricane Katrina photo projects, I've realized that post-natural disaster communities are often forgotten about. I strongly believe that how a community recovers, or not, is just as important as the disaster itself. Photographically documenting these communities gives personal stories a voice. Now let's look at the vocabulary. Start with the word inspire. In the question, inspire. The stress is on the second syllable. The next word in the question is dedicate. Dedicate. Because this is a verb, the ending ate is pronounced ate. Also in the question, photography. Photography. Notice that the stress is on the to because we have a y on the end. Now another interesting word is the very first word in line 1, studying. Study has 2 syllables. When we add the ing, we keep the 2 syllables and add more. So studying, studying. The next word is the compound social work. Social work. It's a study and a profession. The stress is on the first syllable. Okay, the next word I want us to look at is also in line 1, passionate. Passionate. Now notice the S-I-O-N in the middle of the word. That's part of the ending, the I-O-N ending, and the S-I-O-N is pronounced sh. Now this is not a verb, so A-T-E is pronounced ut. Passionate. The next word I want to look at is tsunami, which is in line 2. Tsunami. Where is the stress in that word? We do not pronounce words that begin with TS, like they're spelled. We can't pronounce the T, so we just pronounce it with the S. Once again, in line 2, we have Hurricane Katrina. Hurricane Katrina. And right after that, Ms. Skinner refers to her photo projects. This is another compound noun, photo projects. And then we have, once again, social work, because I wrote it and I forgot to erase it. Okay, continuing, we have in line 3 of Ms. Skinner's answers, realized. Now the ED is pronounced like a little t on the end. We don't pronounce realized, we pronounce it like a little t, realized. That's what we do with most of the EDs in English. In line 3 also, post-natural disaster is an adjective describing communities. And the word post means after. So she's referring to communities after there has been a natural disaster. Post-natural disaster communities. The word community has the stress in the middle, mu, communities. And I'd like us to look at forgotten about. forgotten. You can say forgotten about or forgotten about, but the word about attaches to the word forgotten. And if you will listen, you will hear that nabout, forgotten about. You actually connect the sounds of those words together. In the next line, right underneath there, we have just as important. Actually, just as important as. Just as important as. And notice that we connect this just as, just as important as. So if a word ends in a consonant and the next word starts with a vowel sound, we can connect them to each other like one long word. Okay, on the next page, on the next set of words we have, disaster, disaster. Notice that the stress is on a, disaster. And the last line, line 5 at the very beginning, photographically, photographically. Notice that the stress is on gra and that the A in kali is not pronounced, so it's kli, photographically. Then the next word is documenting, documenting with the stress on the beginning of the word. And towards the end of the bottom line, personal stories, personal stories. And the last word, of course, is simply voice. Because when you have a CE, the CE sounds like a S, voice. Okay, I hope to see you at the next paragraph on the next link.